Hello, YouTube. Okay, today I want to talk about something that people been asking me lately, and that's which edition of Windows 7 do I need, and by I mean the person who's asking. Um, Basically, which edition of Windows 7 should you buy is essentially the question. And I'm going to try my best to answer that for you guys. Okay, there are from when they released Windows Vista, there were about maybe 7 editions of it for sale, which is way too many, especially considering how much of a bloated whale Windows 7 is, or Windows Vista. Sorry, no, Windows 7 is not a bloated whale at all. That's a bad way to confuse things. But yeah, those editions that Windows 7, the editions of Windows 7 that they put out are more or less the same, but less of them are for sale to the general public than they used to be. Like, for example, Windows 7 Starter Edition you can only get with certain netbooks, and you can only buy the disc in certain countries. But 7 Starter Edition I've seen on notebooks sold in the US. So, I don't know what the deal is with that. But it comes down to when you're going to buy it, go out to the store and, buy it off the shelf or on Newegg.com through an OEM edition or however you're going to purchase it. It's going to come down to 3 editions. Windows 7 Home Premium, Windows 7 Professional, and Windows 7 Ultimate. Now, these 3 versions basically vary in features, but all of them are the same in functionality. They all have the same, snappy speed, all that. On Microsoft's site, it actually has a little chart with check marks showing you the things you get from Home Premium is the lowest on the scale, which is $119 as an upgrade. Professional is middle on the scale for $200 basically, and Ultimate is $220, highest on the scale. Now with Home Premium, you don't get Windows XP mode. You can't join domains. You cannot do backup and restore of a full system to a network. It doesn't have BitLocker encryption, and it doesn't have language packs. But what you do get is you have improved desktop navigation, start programs faster and more easily, and quickly find the documents you use most often. You get Internet Explorer 8, you get Internet TV, and you get Home Group. That's what you get from Home Premium. Now, Professional gives you XP mode, allows you to join domains, and allows you to do network backups. Ultimate has that in addition to BitLocker encryption and language packs. So with Ultimate, the only benefit is really the BitLocker encryption and language packs, according to Microsoft's site. And whoa, language packs! I'm sure those are very useful for some people, but for most people who just need to upgrade their operating system, maybe not. It depends. I'm sure although they wouldn't have put it on there if somebody didn't use it, I don't think. Now, BitLocker encryption is great if you're completely paranoid about the security of your files. However, I don't use that. I just, keep my files someplace where they're not going to easily be stolen by people. But yeah. Now, most people who aren't pro users won't really understand why Professional or Ultimate would be better than another one. So let me explain Windows XP mode, because I've actually given this a try. Windows XP mode lets you run applications, programs, the exact same way they would run under Windows XP. It essentially creates a virtual environment that is Windows XP for the programs that you want to use. So for the pro users, it's essentially just a virtual machine with very limited customization. It defaults the RAM at 512. But I will admit that it does integrate very, very well with Windows 7. I haven't tried VirtualBox, because VirtualBox can also integrate this way. But if you want more customization than Windows XP mode will give you, you're better off just like buying Home Premium and then putting VirtualBox on there. However, if you want to do Professional or Ultimate, XP mode is an option to you that you can download. Now, when it comes down to these three versions for me, the difference for me, the way I use Windows is, with Home Premium you get Media Center, and that's it. You get Media Center, but you don't get XP mode, you don't get the domains, all that stuff. With Professional, you don't get Media Center, but you do get the option for Windows XP mode and to join domains and all that stuff. For Ultimate, you get the option to have Media Center and Windows XP mode and join domains. So Ultimate is sort of the best of both worlds. That's the way I look at it. So if you're on a, you have a, let's say a Media Center PC that's also your productivity PC, that could also be your gaming PC. Ultimate would be perfect for that. If you're on a computer, if you don't need Media Center, Professional is for you. If you do need Media Center but don't need any of the extra features, then Home Premium is for you. I'd say Home Premium is fine for most people, honestly. But if people have programs that will only run under Windows XP, I recommend Professional or Ultimate. Professional more because it's cheaper. But yeah, I hope that clears things up. The fact that Home Premium just doesn't give you Windows XP mode. I really need to make that clear, because if you want that, get Professional or Ultimate. I'd recommend Professional more because Ultimate doesn't give you much more than Professional will, other than Media Center. But yeah, I hope that clears a few things up. If any of you have more questions, definitely leave a comment. Or if YouTube is being annoying and won't let you leave a comment, just send me a message or whatever. But yeah, I hope that clears things up for a few people. Yeah. Have a good one, everybody.